Hey everyone, it is Emily here, and today I am doing the currently reading tag, and I was tagged by the little library. I will leave her link down below in the doobly-doo. And let's get started. How many books do you usually read at once? I try to usually stick to just one book at a time, but sometimes I'll do multiple, especially when I have a really big TBR list like I do this month. Like, I'll do an audiobook in the car, and then I'll have a for real, actual copy in my hands. And if I'm really ambitious, I'll add an ebook too, but usually if I'm reading multiple books at a time, I stick to just two and just make it either a physical or ebook copy and then an audio. If you are reading more than one book at a time, how do you decide when to switch to another book? That's usually pretty easy, especially since one would be a physical copy or an e-copy and the other one would be an audio. And if it's audio, obviously, I listen to the audio in the car while I'm driving to work. And the other one, I will read when I'm at home or when I'm not in my car. Do you ever switch bookmarks while you are part way through a book? No. People do that? Why would you do that? I mean, it's just a bookmark. It's your bookmark. Unless I'm replacing it with, just a piece of paper with, an actual bookmark, or I lose one bookmark. But beyond that, no. No. Where do you keep the book you are currently reading? Usually I keep it over on my nightstand right by my bed, and if it's not there, it is over on the end table in the living room by the chair where I'm usually reading. Or if it's an ebook, I've learned that it's way easier to carry my phone with me to work and on break instead of lugging around my whole iPad. So, the book I'll currently be reading on my Kindle app, I downloaded both to my iPad and my phone. And in that sense, I just have the book with me everywhere I go. What time of day do you spend the most reading? Almost any time. I guess it's usually daytime when I get a chance, but basically any time is good reading time. I've learned I spend a lot of time reading on my break at work. And that's really nice. Although my work break is only a half hour, so you can only get so much reading done in a half hour. How long do you read for one go? It all depends on my mood and the book I'm reading. If it's a really, really awesome book, I really can't be stopped a whole lot. I mean, maybe I'll kind of look up on occasion to kind of get my bearings, to stretch, go to the bathroom, get something to eat, and sometimes I just need to move. But when it's really good, I'll sit there and I'll read for probably the whole day. And if it's not, I don't know, it just kind of depends. It changes, I think, with every book and what's going on. Especially since my schedule for work is always changing. I never know when I'm going to have a chance to read. Do you read hardcovers with the dust jackets on or off? If it's a library book, like this one, and the jacket is taped on, then obviously I'll be reading it with the jacket on. But beyond that, I usually sometimes try to have the dust jacket on because usually the dust jackets are just so pretty. But then they just kind of get in the way, and I don't want them to get ruined, so usually the dust jacket gets taken off and put away somewhere safe so it doesn't get ruined. Which position do you usually use to read? Well, I have this red chair that's a little recliner in the living room, and that's my reading chair, and I switch positions all the time. I am incapable of sitting still. So sometimes I'll have the recliner up and I'll have my legs up. Sometimes I'll be all curled up in there. Sometimes I'll even be sitting sideways with my feet hanging off the edge. And so, yeah, it all just depends. It changes 5 times a chapter. Do you take the book you are currently reading with you everywhere you go? If it's on my Kindle app, then yes, because it's on my phone and my iPad, and it's just with me everywhere, and it's just so convenient. While reading it on my phone is probably one of my least favorite ways to read a book. It's really, really handy, because then you literally have your book everywhere you go, and it's awesome. How often do you update your reading progress on the book you are currently reading on Goodreads? I used to go crazy on Goodreads, and I would update it multiple times a day, but that's way overkill. So usually I try to keep it to about once a day, at the end of the day, or when I know I've gotten a really big chunk done, I'll update my progress there, and then obviously when I'm done reading the book. So usually, depending on how long the book is and how long it's taking me, you'll just see me update maybe 3 maybe to 5 times if it's a long book for one book. So yeah, that is the currently reading tag. I have no idea who has done the tag yet, so I'm just going to tag 3 people and hope they haven't done it yet. So I tag Allison Tuggle, Tiny Teacup, and Between Chapters. I can't wait to see your answers, or if you haven't done this tag yet and you want to, I tag you. So go for it, have fun, I love your faces, and I will see you later. Bye!